Moving on, so I planned to head to Boston next to give out the symbol, but a hurricane hit the area right when I was going to leave. And then, in waiting a couple weeks for things to recover I ended up messing up my shoulder at the gym, which as of right now has set my plans back many months. I had to get surgery, several months of therapy, thousands of dollars in medical costs, eating away at my savings for the initiative. I was trading but making absolutely no money and hating it. And when I say making no money, yeah, there's no exaggeration there. When I filed my income taxes last year, I made $2 for the entire time that I was trading. $2. Now all this time that I was trading, I could have had a real job. But again, I was hoping it would work out so I could travel while doing it. So I quit earlier this year after losing a ton of money and just focused on I for We and the initiative.
You are an unstoppable good idea machine!
Anyways, so early this year is when I decided to change my strategy again with the initiative. I think it was the 5th time. Now one thing that I noticed is that even with the ground game and having passed out hundreds of stickers, I got hardly any followers from it. Nothing on Instagram nor TikTok. I hadn't even started posting anything on YouTube until just recently, which is why I only have 6 subscribers on there right now. But I realized I wasn't getting any engagement on social media despite spending so much time traveling, going to different places and getting stickers out. And I just never knew if people were taking any of the stickers that I was leaving in shops, or if they were just not going online to check out the initiative.
No idea.
I guess I shouldn't be too surprised if no one was taking any of the stickers because the symbol is obscure, right? No one knows what the symbol is. Unless you pick up the sticker and flip it over to see the information about the symbol and the initiative, you're not going to know what that symbol is or what it's about. And it will always be that way until people start seeing or hearing other people supporting it. As I mentioned before, about symbols, you don't know what they are or what they stand for until they become more widely known. For example, before anyone knew anything about the rainbow flag, if you just saw one in a novelty shop, you were probably just like, "Oh, so pretty." And that's the case with the symbol, I'm realizing. You won't know what it means and aren't likely to support it unless you're informed from others or see others showing it. Even putting info about the initiative and the symbol on the back doesn't seem to be working to get people to check it out online, which is why I'm somewhat changing my strategy again. Still going to stick with the ground game at some point, but right now I'm just focusing on creating videos about the symbol and the initiative so people know what it's all about. Which I kind of realized earlier this year is something I never really had enough of on any social media. It did have a lot in the stories on Instagram, but nothing with me in it, which is also how I'm changing my strategy, including myself in the videos. Something I absolutely did not want to do, but after watching a ton of social media and listening to different people, seems like there's a lot of people who are interested in hearing about the stories of others. Life stories, business stories, whatever type of stories. So I figured I'm gonna try that route. Maybe try giving the initiative a personal touch and see if that gets people a little bit more interested. And I'm just going to be talking about everything that I've done, my thought process about everything regarding the symbol and the initiative, and just fully explaining what this is all about. I really haven't done it yet, and I probably should have done it a lot earlier.
Most probably, definitely.
So anyways, that's where I'm at right now, telling the story of I for We, everything that I've done, everything that I am doing and plan to do. And right now I'm just making videos that'll mostly be on YouTube because they're long, usually 8 to 10 minutes each. I can't put these videos on Instagram because they're too long. And TikTok just started allowing 10-minute videos, but I tried putting one on there and I got hardly any views. No one really goes to TikTok to watch a 10-minute video. I even tried breaking it up into 4 different parts, but same thing, no interest. It's possible that I'm still shadow banned from the last video that I posted about conditioning, that in part was criticizing the use of a Confederate and Nazi propaganda and paraphernalia. But apparently making videos that even mention or show those things, even if they're being criticized, goes against their terms of use policies.
How dare you!
But anyways, the video is on YouTube if you're interested about economic conditioning. And now I've recently started guest teaching just to make some money to keep the initiative going. since trading was a disaster, so I'm not totally eating away through all my savings, and I can work on the initiative a bit like while doing it. As for what I plan to do like in the near future, so one goal that I mentioned in the beginning is to recognize others for their efforts in providing people an equal opportunity to prosper. Particularly, I want to focus on people who have started their own initiative. I don't know, I always found it interesting that there's just so much worthless stuff on social media that gets so much attention, while the people who are doing some amazing things in the world, to help and improve the lives of others, hardly ever gets noticed.
Come on!
Don't get me wrong, there are some people on social media who get recognized for the great things they do to help humanity and the world, but I'm quite certain that is not what occupies the screen time of most people. I guess regardless of whether people are interested, I still want the goal of this initiative to recognize others for the amazing things that they're doing for other people. And I haven't started yet, but as soon as I get these about videos done, I think that's the next thing that I'm going to start working on. Now, another idea that I've had that I might pursue sometime soon is something that I've thought of doing for some time now. So basically, it involves going around the country, maybe even the world, and asking people what equal opportunity for prosperity means to them. I thought it'd be interesting to see how people's perceptions of this concept might differ depending on where they're from, their demographic background, their rural compared to urban, etc. Just looking at how one's concept of equal opportunity for prosperity might change or be influenced based on the environment that they're from or that they grew up in.
But there is one more thing.
And I did briefly want to mention goal 3 of the initiative, where a portion of every apparel purchase will go towards scholarships for needing students in developing and developed countries. And as much as I'm totally happy to be able to give scholarships, if possible, I don't like talking about this because to me, it makes it seem like I'm trying to make money from this initiative. And I don't like talking about selling shirts or anything because that is not the intent of this initiative. And when I start talking about selling things, it takes away from the legitimacy of my primary intent. I've been giving away bumper stickers for free, but unfortunately, I can't give away apparel for free, and unfortunately, I can't do this initiative without some sort of financial support.
I wish I could!
But yes, scholarships for needing students is a goal if apparel is sold. And why scholarships? Because they support the main purpose of this initiative, giving everyone an equal opportunity for prosperity. Education is one of the most important ways to achieve this, and I definitely wanted to do something with any sales that are made. And that's it.
Oh my God, finally!
All these videos have been the story of i4we from inception in 2014 to what I plan to do tomorrow. And I'm not sure how long I'll be able to keep this initiative going if I'm running out of strategies, but I have a couple more ideas up my sleeve. Like and subscribe, and thanks.